Hey guys, it's Greg again. I wanted to go over a coin that I think it's going to be very important to pay attention to here into coming into the next bull cycle. Whenever that is going to happen, this is going to be, in my opinion, ThorChain or Rune is going to be a very good performer. And the reason why I say that is the bullish setup that this coin has. And then right now, the lack of correction that it has. I was just investigating a little bit closer, and I can see that lots of people really had hope in this coin, but it had to correct, guys. You know, it had to correct. This is very what's the word? Common in a speculative market. So there's lots of people that were in here. They had hope. And you can see the volume, you know, here it is going into its last wave, and then you see the volume increase in here, and then dramatic increase in volume. So yeah, that and really good increase on that RSI too. So lots of people like this coin during its correction. And don't get me wrong, there's some people that got in here and then rode that up on a 2 or 3x and made decent money in a bear cycle. And for them, congratulations. Because a lot more people lose money in the bear cycle than gain it. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wish I would have known, got there and wrote that up. That would have been nice too. However, I want to go over the bigger picture with this coin and let you guys know that this likely is being set up according to the charts that I'm looking at right now, and it's going to be setting up for a nice, massive third wave run. So here's its first wave. So you would call this whole wave a wave 1, like this. You call this whole wave a wave 1, and then it's coming down for 2, and then it's going in for a 3. And these waves, now the question is it going to be able to do what it did here and do it over there? And if it's a bull cycle and ETH and Ethereum are going to be moving towards the upside in a bull cycle, I think so. As a matter of fact, third waves are commonly the biggest moving waves. That's where you want to be in a bull cycle. You want to be in the third waves, which over here is good, would have been great too. So if you would have just entered in, let's say you were late to the party, like right there, let's say you got 5 cents on ThorChain here, and then you rode that up. I mean, just let's say you got out early too, like right there or something like that. Massive gains. $1,000 in ThorChain would have yield you $139,000. $1,000 to $139,000. That's if you're late and you exited early. Massive gains. Now, the other thing that I want to let you guys know to be aware of, this wave 1 went from September of 2019 all the way to May of 2021. So that wave 1 took a year and a half or more. So this wave 3 is going to take the same amount of time. So once ThorChain is down here in this area, don't expect this thing to rip to $20 or $30 in 2 months. It's going to have the same type of movement and length of time over in this area. So I don't know how long that this will take. That's hard to estimate. But with this wave 1 and going into wave 2, so it's going through a massive correction. Now, the only issue that I have with it right now is that it's giving me signs that it's correcting really well. It's going deep into the RSI, but I don't think it's done yet, guys. It's still, if you take a look at that, I throw some, fib levels on this from the bottom to this whole leg, and on a, 236 is just not deep enough yet. So more than likely what's happened with Rune is there was a lot of bullish activity in here. This is kind of like, this reminds me of Luna and also Near Protocol. There's lots of bullish activity, lots of buying going on here from people that were very optimistic about this coin, and that momentum hasn't increased to the downside yet and brought this down farther where it needs to go. Okay, because this whole leg, it really needs to correct a lot more to this cycle on this leg to get it to go higher. Okay, so I could be wrong on that. It could be so bullish that it's not going to correct very much and then take off. But typically with assets like this, they need to correct a lot more. So I got to go with a higher probability that needs to come down more and finish up its correction. So, and if you take it off log, and you take a look at that, you know, it's starting to look pretty decent on log and coming down into these areas at the 90% level too, which you want to check it on log and also the arithmetic version on your chart too, to see how deep that correction is. And it's looking pretty good there. It's just off log on the higher time frames. It really should be coming at least down here and maybe even more, in my opinion, guys. So this is a coin you want to pay attention to see where it's going to correct. Now, one of the reasons why I say it's going to correct a little bit more, just looking at the chart briefly, is that on Rune, on the daily, it's looking like an impulse here, and it's going to be coming down for that fifth wave. Take that third wave out. So it should be breaking at 262 and maybe coming down to the 240-ish, maybe 230, depending on how aggressive that fifth wave will get. So if this is a 5-wave impulse, then what Rune is likely going to do is make that move, have a bounce, and then swing back down into the box where it needs to be. And then down in this area would be a much better value. So if I'm down in this box area and I throw some fibs on that now to check it, fib retracement here like this, guys, you can see down in this area is going to be a lot better, more comfortable buying position on this coin to ride that wave up. Okay. And if I take it off log and then check it like that, if it's down in that box, you can see, you know, for a coin like this to be retracing the whole area down there, beyond that, it's going to be really, really nice. A whole lot better. Going to want to see that. I think right now it's still a risky play. Like I said, I think it's close. It's like a near protocol, had a lot of bullish activity with it, and it's just staying up there, and that momentum hasn't increased to the downside yet. Even though the RSI looks good, I think this RSI is going to be dragged back up on a wave to swing back down here. You know, the RSI does look really good, but there's a probability for it to swing back up a little bit and take that all out. So I'll be paying attention to this coin, and this is a coin that I would definitely be looking at to put in for a potential part of your crypto portfolio, if you will, to ride that third wave up on ThorChain and make some pretty massive gains from, let's say, target area, generally speaking right now is the area I'm looking for, is a probable near $1 and lower right now for a coin like this. This is really where I want to see it go. And then you can ride this up. And I do have some targets here near $31, say $30. So in this area, let's just say you relate to the party, ride that up, you know, 31x, guys. That's a potential with the coin like that. So if you had $1,000 part of your crypto portfolio in the next bullish move for the Cryptoverse, it would turn into $31,000 on that move. Of course, this will not take 2 months. Like I said, it will take some time. Likely this leg is going to take the whole length of time, however long it's going to take the next bullish move. It's probably going to take the whole time to get up there. Could be 8 months, 9 months, could be a year and a half. But expect this leg to be pretty long, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.